You're listening to a mini episode of the Practical Permaculture podcast.
Hello, and welcome to another mini episode. So, as promised, the next couple of weeks we will be recording and talking about homesteading. So, we're doing a homesteading mini series after our wonderful chat with Amanda Paris. She inspired us very much to think about homesteading, delve more into certain topics. So, here we go. This week we'll be talking about herbal medicine. So, firstly, I guess, what is herbal medicine? Herbal medicine is essentially using herbs, whether that's the roots, the berries, barks, leaves, flowers, for medicinal purposes. It has a long standing tradition. It is a very ancient practice, and a lot of these remedies have been passed down through generations. So, when people get into homesteading, a lot of the time they do it to become more self sufficient or because they want to start growing their own food, mainly because they want to know where their food's coming from and they want it to be the freshest possible produce they can get their hands on. And I guess for some people, the next step is to explore more wider options of how you can be self-sufficient. So it might be not just becoming self-sufficient in food, but becoming more self-sufficient in compost, or in this instance, medicine and how you can help yourself. Or people who got into this who wanted to be providing their own food for health reasons also are kind of questioning what other things they're putting in their body, whether that be lotions, creams, medicine, tablets, those kinds of things. So they go down that herbal medicine route as well, and it's something people start exploring. The cool thing about herbal medicine is that it can be very simple and straightforward, and in many respects, it's preventative. So it's something we can do to maintain our health and upkeep our health and prevent us from getting sick in the first place. But then I guess the next level after that is also using it for medicine because you are sick, because you have, a chest infection, or you're feeling like you need help with your respiratory system, those kinds of things. Herbal medicine is interesting as well because as we go through seasons of the year, so winter, for instance, you'll be reaching for similar herbs each year because you're wanting to get rid of those winter illnesses. So it's something that you can kind of grow cyclically, prepare cyclically, and use in a cyclical manner, which is very similar to our gardens and when people start eating with the seasons. So you can also have herbal practices that link up with the seasons of the year. It's a big part of ritual in a lot of cultures, and going into each season with different things in mind when it comes to herbal medicines. Herbal medicine has been shown to assist with all different body systems, whether that's our digestive system, our nervous system, our immune system, our lymphatic system, and our skin, which is our biggest organ. So it can help in a wide variety of settings. Things that are considered herbal medicines can be things like teas, whether that's making a fresh tea with something like lemon balm or mint, or whether that's drying out products. Again, can be the leaf, the root, the flower, different parts of a plant to then dry and use as a tea later on. They can be things like oils, ointments, creams, salves, balms. You can make syrups to assist you, shrubs, different drinks, different ferments. You can make them with alcohol base or a glycerin base. You can make bath mixes, or it could be something really simple like a topical application of something like aloe vera to a burn. So the breadth of what is included in herbal medicine is quite wide. There's lots of different things you can learn about. You can have very simple applications, like I said, just getting aloe vera and placing it on your skin for a burn. Or you can have more complex things where there's multiple herbs involved. And I guess that's kind of a good point to include that it is medicine and some herbs can be very potent. So the ingredients need to be considered and you do need to take some level of caution when you're dabbling in herbal medicine, and use the same kind of level of caution that you would if you were using any pharmaceutical product. So we can't just assume because it's natural it's completely safe or it won't have any knock-on effect. There's some things that can reduce blood pressure, and if you've already got low blood pressure, that's probably something you don't want to be doing further. So you really need to ascertain whether a herb is right for you and do the research. Someone I've connected with is Elle from the Australian Medicinal Herbs. So she's got a small range of herbs that she uses for teas and tinctures. And she also has a free download. So if you jump onto her website, which I'll link in the show notes, you can sign up and get her free guide, which is a really good place to start on how to grow herbs, how to dry them, how to preserve them, how to use them. So she goes through, I think, 5 main herbs. So yeah, it's a really good place to start. There is a lot of research that you can do. There's so many books, there's so many articles online, lots of blogs, social media channels that you can follow. I think a great place to start is to begin purchasing your herbal medicines from someone who's trusted, maybe local, and to start a dialogue with them so that you can start learning from a professional about how to use them, and that the quality of them is high, and you're using them in the correct manner. And then obviously self-education, you can start maybe supplementing 1 or 2 things that you were purchasing by growing it yourself. You can get into more complex short courses about herbal medicine. There's a few out there that I have seen. And then obviously there's more formal training, which is definitely something I would recommend if you want to get more serious about herbal medicine, or it's something that you might want to start monetizing from your homestead. It can be something that can support you financially if that's the path you want to go down as well. So yes, very brief overview, but something to think about when planning your homestead, starting your homestead, and going down that homesteading journey. If there's any pages that you guys like to follow, Instagrams, YouTubes, anything like that has to do with herbal medicine, I would love, love, love for you to share them with us, either in our private group, Practical Permaculture Community, or send us a message on social media. Or if you're on YouTube, you can comment the pages that you like below. I might actually collate a list and I can share them out. And if you jump on the Australian Homesteading community that Amanda Paris runs, I will share this episode, and I'll also share any resources that people have come up with so that we can all kind of benefit from it a little bit more. So thanks for listening to today's mini episode. Next week, you'll have Jo talking to you for her mini. And then I'll be joining you the week after. So we're going to alternate these minis and bring you the best of our homesteading knowledge for the next couple of weeks. Thanks.